Hey everyone, my name is Lorna. You're welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I wanted to talk about false humility. What is false humility? It is when somebody adopts a way of life that makes other people around them think that they are humble, or they make something that makes you feel humble without necessarily changing from the inside out. For instance, you may find somebody adopts a way of talking that instead of talking in their original voice, they just adopt a soft tone, and they almost like whispering. They don't talk loudly, they don't talk normally, but when they whisper, they just feel that they are very humble. And for others, you find that, especially intercessors, they come from their prayer closet, and instead of just interacting with people normally, they want to rub it on everybody's face that, hey, you people have been spending time with God. So they always go like, hey everybody, how you doing? It's like they have an apostolic tone, and it's not really that they lost their voice in prayer. It's just that they feel people ought to know that I was praying, I was with God. And there are other people who adopt a way of walking. You find that instead of walking uprightly, they will bow their heads and be walking shamefully as if they've been beaten. And they can just walk uprightly. You know, it's not in our walking style that God determines if we are humble. Because somebody, you can walk with your head bowed and be proud, or you can walk upright and still be humble. And there are other people who just adopt a way of dressing that they decide, me, I'll never wear designer wear, because designer wear is for people who are proud, and they either choose to just be wearing some very cheap brand of clothes or sackcloth. I've not met somebody wearing sackcloth, but there are some people, you can wear designer clothes and be very humble, but you can also wear sackcloth and be a very proud person. So it is not really about our outward garments. It is, what are you clothed in on the inside. Other times you find people dragging God into every statement. For instance, I see this a lot on social media. You find that somebody is traveling somewhere, and instead of just saying, I'm heading to the US, they now start saying, pray for me, I am going to the US, and all that. And in the real sense, they are not soliciting for prayer. They just want to say, like, for your information, I'm off to the US, so I thought you should know. But we really have to come to the point that we don't really hide behind God anytime we want to say something. You can be real. Honestly, if you want to tell the world that, hey, I'm off to the US, you don't really have to drag God into it so that it becomes that you are a humble person. Just remembered a story of someone we schooled with, and we just happened to be in a bus together, and that was like shortly after campus. And then my friend, we sat by each other in the bus. It had been a long time we hadn't met. And then she went like, actually, I'm not even supposed to be in this bus today. My hubby is the one who went with the car, and so I have to catch a bus to go catch up with him. And I was like, honestly, did you have to tell me that you now have a hubby who has a car and all that? You can just converse without telling me that I'm actually not supposed to have been in this bus with you. So there is so much that we do and hide behind God, or just trying to tell people information about ourselves and trying to just hide it behind humility. So humility is not something that when you have it, you can say, I am a very humble person. Actually, the moment you begin to say that I am humble, you are proud. Humility does not see itself. And the last thing I will say about humility is that it does not make you a doormat for people to walk on. When you're humble, you can disagree with people honorably, you can share your opinion, and you can speak your mind without really losing your humility, because the most changes that happen in people happen in the inner person, not actually in the outward. And the inner person is who God says. So pay attention to what you are clothed in your inner man. If you are humble, it flows outwardly, and you don't have to change anything on the outside if the change is genuine from inside of you. So I hope this video has been a blessing. I'll be coming back to you with more as the Lord leads. So have a wonderful time.